you've gone rogue. Is what you've done.
Yeah.
See, we put out this magazine, and we slave over a hot computer for hours and months.
Blisters on your fingers. I saw the blisters on your fingers.
To come up with these predictions, and then you just go out there and go rogue with your own predictions. So I want to talk about the differences that we have in the Dave Campbell's Texas Football official predictions, and then the Matt Stepp personal predictions, which can happen. There's fine. Reasonable people can disagree. Yeah. You're just being unreasonable. It's fine. The one in 6A, 6A Division 1, your regional, you go through, and by the way, TexasFootball.com, he's got picks for every single district because you're a psychopath. For Region 1, or in Division 1, Region 2, you got Saxe. Yeah. We don't even have Saxe in a regional final. We've got the Woodlands over Coppell. You're going out on a limb with the Mustangs.
I am. But I'll say this, Region 2, Division 1, potentially projected, is pretty wide open. The Woodlands lost a lot, especially their quarterback, Eric Schmidt. I thought really he was kind of the straw that stirred the drink with them last year. Lost a good group. Coppell brings a lot back. But you look at it, Saxe played the Woodlands tougher than anyone else in Region 2 last year. What they have coming back, I think maybe this could be the time for Saxe to break through. I felt like I could make a reasonable projection there. But I think Region 2 Division 1 is really wide open. I think there's, Coppell could win it.
I think you're right.
The Woodlands can win it. I think a team like Round Rock could sneak in there and win it as well.
Remember, they were great last year as well. They were the
it's
team
a
that took
wide
out
open
Coppell.
region. There's no definitive favorite there.
Division 2, we've got a few other changes. You take DeSoto over, presumably over a team like Cedar Hill in Region 1. I think that's totally reasonable. I think that's a coin flip type game for Region 1. Yep. The team that we in Region 3, you go with Clearbrook, which is interesting. Yeah. You go with Region 3, and then the biggest surprise here is that you have a team winning a state championship that we don't even have winning their own region in Spring Westfield. Yeah. Very high on the again. Is it a Mustangs thing?
It must be. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe I secretly need to drive a Mustang instead of a Chevy truck. But
yeah, we need to get a car dealership sponsorship.
I think the common thread there is I think Region 2 in both divisions really wide open. There's no definitive favorite. Last year, Klein Collins and Westfield had a war in the regional final. Klein Collins won in a close one. Could be Westfield's time this year. I think Clearbrook, again, Region 3 completely wide open.
Yeah.
Cinco Ranch won it last year. I think Clearbrook going 3 deep last year, bringing a lot back, could really be a team to keep an eye on.
We in Region or when you go down to 5A, we have a lot in common. A lot more in common.
Lots more chalk, right?
A lot of chalk. The only difference we have is you have Colleyville Heritage over Denton Ryan. We have Denton Ryan over Colleyville Heritage. That is
potato, right?
For sure. I mean, everything else we have the same.
Watch out for Lubbock Coronado though in Region 1. Watch out for Coronado.
And then in Division 2 we go literally exactly the same. We've got a lead over Fort Bend Marshall in a championship game. I'm very high on Marshall. I think the Buffaloes
as am I.
Are in for a very big year. Let's dip on down to 4A for a moment as I flip through. You're listening to live coverage of me flipping through the magazine on Texas Football
which you can purchase at many stores still.
You
if you have not gotten a copy of Dave Campbell's Texas Football magazine, what are you doing?
Exactly. So, and then 4A Division 1, only slight changes. In 4A Division, in Region 2, you like Kennedale over Van. We have Van over Kennedale. Again, I think a very close matchup.
Played last year in the regional final. Kennedale won a close one.
You expect the same thing, basically. Yeah. And then you like China Spring to beat Waco La Vega. In Region 4, and in fact, you've got, but then we've got the same championship game, Carthage over Argyle. Yeah.
China Spring and La Vega, that's such a good rivalry. You can go either way there.
We've got the other thing is that in Division 2, you are in on Cuero. You're buying in on Cuero, and you're buying in on Seminole.
I am buying in on Seminole. I think Region 1's going to be a fun
Region 1's a lot of fun.
Seminole, Sweetwater, Monahans in the same district. I think Graham's going to be great this year. A lot of fun in Region 1. I think that's going to be interesting. I think Seminoles run last year, what they have coming back, I think if they can stay healthy, I think they can win it. Dipping down to 3A Division 1, the only real surprise you have here, first of all, you have Yoakum winning the title, which is quite interesting. Going with the Bulldogs. But I mean, again, you talk about a program that, like, maybe are there any residual effects from the hurricane? They were not totally spared by that. That will be very interesting. The other one, Region 2 again.
Grandview, the Zebras.
Yes, number one, I love the mascot.
Of course.
How could you not? And their helmet, if you've never seen the Grandview Zebras helmet, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Region 2 is kind of wide open. It's not really, I think last year, obviously Mineola with their dominance, they've lost a lot. I think they're gonna be down this year. So I think that really opens up, Grandview, Pottsboro, Farmersville, some really good teams. I mean, I just kind of went off the page a little bit and decided to go with Grandview. I think Wall. We're not talking enough about Wall. I mean, we got them ranked 6th in the magazine. But they're kind of flying under the radar, and that's a team. What they have coming back, watch out for them.
And I think, and I mean, I look at Region 1 there, and that looks like a collision course between Brock and Wall. I really believe
it's a
that.
nice rivalry they have going on.
Division 2, we like Lexington to win the title. We got Lexington over Gunner. You've got Gunner over Lexington. Again, two very evenly matched teams. I don't think there's really the one that catches my eye in Region 3, like Elysian Fields.
Another one that kind of went off the chalk there, but I think Elysian Fields on paper. What they have coming back, East Texas is loaded. ARP and West Rusk out there. It's a great district. Just kind of went a little bit something a little bit different with Elysian Fields.
And then finally down in 2A, I believe we go pretty chalky. The only team that you've got, I know you're very high. You've mentioned this to me. You're in 2A Division 1. You're very high on San Augustine.
Yeah, I took San Augustine to beat Refugio in the semifinals, which would be a surprise. But I just have a feeling about San. Every year, I think Max last year, he had that feeling about Iran before the season started, and I kind of have a similar vibe about San Augustine. So.
And in Division 2, Region 2 is the one everybody's going to have their eye on because it's just so loaded. You've got Munster, we've got Albany. You could go with 5 other teams from that region.
Roscoe,
Hamlin.
Probably go Monday again. Hamlin. There's a
lot of really good teams there. We've got Tenaha over Albany. You've got Tenaha over Wellington. Again, I think potato. A lot of chalk there. You can check out all of Matt Stepp's predictions at TexasFootball.com. That's TexasFootball.com.